Our story is about family service. My dad, Frank Kamieniecki, myself, and even my brother who worked for Naval Air Engineering.
He is an American, prepared to accept his responsibility to protect and defend his nation and those he loves.
My dad was first lieutenant in the U.S. Army. His main job was as a training officer in World War II, and he trained U.S. troops destined to go in the Pacific how to detect Japanese mines and booby traps.
Booby traps are the ultimate nuisance weapon, perfect for an army on the back foot or a force that has a military disadvantage.
Simple, cheap, and fatal.
My dad never talked about any of his medals. My dad was part of the greatest generation, and what that means to me is how a blue-collar worker can raise a family of 5 on $90 a week and have all his kids go to college. It was unheard of in our neighborhood. My dad, he was a hero to me. I liked seeing his photos of his military uniform, the fact that he had a military wedding when he married my mom. We talked about serving in the military, and I decided that was the path for me. His service made me want to be in the Army as well. I took ROTC at Drexel University. When I graduated July of '69, I then had to report and start my active duty. I get orders to go to Jungle Operations School in Panama en route to Vietnam.
High in the air, halfway around the world from where they were born, young Americans drop flares on a city for protection against the enemy. The flares are neutral. They illuminate friend and foe, citizen and stranger together in this strangest of cities, Saigon.
I got assigned to the Combined Intelligence Centers. Marines, Air Force, and Army were in the center. I was based in Saigon for 10 months. In Saigon, you would think that that's a safe area, but there could be rocket attacks coming into Saigon. You had terrorists that were all around during the city. So no matter where you were, there was some risk. I was assigned to ground order of battle. What we did was we analyzed enemy captured documents that were interpreted, prisoner of war interrogations. We used to give briefings to Navy SEAL teams, want to know what the enemy's doing should they go in a certain area. It was doing this type of work that I was proud of. August of 1971, that I got sent back to the States. I think my dad's looking down upon me. He came out as a first lieutenant, and I came out as a first lieutenant. My dad was very proud of me and my service. In fact, when I graduated Drexel, I was commissioned at graduation, and he pinned my lieutenant's bars on. I get a little choked up sometimes, but I'm proud of my dad, and I know he was proud of me.